Hi guys, sorry for being a few minutes late. I know I promised this class a little bit earlier tonight. A lot of errands going on, so just getting things done around the house. But I'm on tonight because I wanted to talk with you about how to use essential oils for emotional wellness, which is a very hot topic today. People are having a lot of stress and anxiety about the state of the world, which is understandable. But also just in general, everyday life. There are natural stressors that we have, not just stress, but it could be mood issues. Maybe you're feeling a little depressed, or you have trouble sleeping, or your kids have trouble focusing at school. Whatever the issue might be, essential oils can be really helpful for that. So I did a video the other day on essential oils for just general health and wellness. So if you missed that, feel free to go back on my Facebook page and you can watch the video on that. But if you want to learn specifically about emotional wellness, this is the right place for you for tonight. And I'm going to go over my favorite oils for stress and anxiety and mood support and just uplifting the mood and making your home a happier place. A lot of people don't know essential oils are extremely effective for affecting your mood as a mood modulator. And the reason why is because when you inhale the oils, the aromatic compounds can actually enter the limbic part of your brain that is responsible for emotions. So it basically helps to relay those messages to your brain to make you feel a certain way. So when you go to a spa, a lot of people will say that they feel very relaxed at a spa. And usually when you walk in, the smell is beautiful. It's usually because they are diffusing oils. That's the reason why. So you can actually recreate that in your home with a diffuser. So if you don't know what the diffuser is, this is a diffuser. I have one in every room in the house, and I love it because it also purifies the air naturally, but it's great for killing germs, viruses, things that might be kind of floating around the house. It's great for killing odors. So if you're cooking something in the kitchen you don't love the smell of, it's great for that. And it's also great as a mood modulator and helping you to relax, to sleep. So if you have trouble sleeping, you can put one in your room and you would run the diffuser about 30 minutes before you go to bed, and it will help your body to relax. It's great for children. It's also great for clearing sinuses. So if you have issues with congestion, allergies, anything on that end, or you're sick, you're not feeling well, you can put certain oils in the diffuser and it will help to open up the airways in the room, in your body, just by circulating in the room. And also the allergies is just my top pick. We have allergies in the house and the diffuser is always going. My favorite allergy blend that you might want to try is 4 drops in this size diffuser, 4 drops of peppermint, 4 drops of lavender, and 4 drops of lemon. That's our allergy balm, we call it. And it works great. I'll run it about 30 minutes in the room and you'll notice that your allergies will just calm down. So it's a great thing to have. We don't use medications for allergies anymore, and I just love that I don't have to do that. Okay, so I'm going to get right to it. What oils that I love to use for, which oils do we use in our home for mood support, basically. Now, the one thing about oils that I really love is that they're multi-purpose. So just because you're using it for maybe to help you sleep, they're also great for a lot of other things. So of course, I'm going to go through some of the top ones that you probably might be familiar with, but then there are some others that are really great. And we have also what are called proprietary blends that are specific to the company I work with. So if you like those blends or you're interested in any of the oils, you can shoot me a message after the video and I will help you get started with that. We have some great promotions this month that might be of interest to you. It's a great time to get started, to have these natural solutions at your fingertips. If someone shared the video with you, you can reach back to them, of course. Okay, so I just want to let you know that I don't commit all of this to memory. A lot of it I do know because I'm doing the oil, I'm using oils for a long time, but we use a book. Okay, I'm going to link this up. This is an essential oil Bible. If you're into natural health, you'll want to have a book because you can reference for anything that might come up in your house. So we have instant solutions to pretty much any health issue that might come up. And You can get this on Amazon. Like I said, I will link it up in the details of the post after. But basically, when I want to know what an oil does, I'll just look at the book, and I don't have to remember everything. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I find in the book that are helpful. So the first oil you want to have on hand, of course, is lavender, which everybody knows is the first one that's going to help with stress and relaxation. But just to show you real quick how great this book is, it gives you the top uses of every oil that you have. So just to give you a quick view here. Okay, these are some of the top uses of lavender, but mainly it's wonderful for stress and anxiety. Basically, when you're applying the oils to your body, you want to apply for stress. You want to apply them to as close to the limbic system of the brain as possible of your body. So that would be below the base of your skull. That's the best place to apply essential oils for emotional support if you're struggling with a problem. You can also apply it to the deepest part of your neck. That's another spot you can put them on, I should say, or behind the ears where the mastoid bone is. That's a good spot as well. And some people, if you're not crazy about the smell, you could put it on the bottoms of your feet. So if you have a child going to school that has trouble focusing, or even at home now, we're all homeschooling, you can put it on the bottoms of the feet. You can also put it along the child's spine. So if there's an oil that you know is beneficial, but you don't care for the smell of the oil, that would be another place you can put it. But most of the time, I will put the oil on my wrists, behind the ears. I love that. And I also put them on aromatherapy bracelets. So if you don't know what that is, you basically apply the oil to what's called lava beads. I'll show you a little closer. These are like bumpy beads, and you can put them on the oil just directly on there, and you'll get a faint smell of the oil throughout the day. So I'll just do this like that, and then it smells beautiful, and you can just pretty much smell the oil throughout the day, and it stays on there for a couple of days. But the best blend for stress and anxiety is actually when you combine the oils. So you'll go with lavender and wild orange. This is our stress and anxiety blend. And you can put this in a diffuser, and you can put it on your body topically. So the two ways you can use this. If you're using it in a diffuser, which I have this in now, it smells so beautiful. 4 drops of lavender and 4 drops of wild orange in the diffuser. And you just run it for maybe an hour, and then you shut it off. You don't leave it on all day. There's no reason to do that, but you won't even notice the smell if you run it too long. And then the other thing you could do is you can make yourself a roller bottle of these two oils together. And if you want a recipe for that, I will post it after. But basically, it's going to be 15 drops of lavender, 15 drops of wild orange. I'll top it off with a carrier oil, and then now you have a roller bottle that you can easily apply to your wrists, behind the ears, and when you're feeling anxious, before you go to a doctor, before you go for a presentation for work, or you're nervous, or you're just feeling uneasy, use your oils and put them on. They really do help. Some people get panicky when they're in certain situations, and now you'll have a tool available to you. Medications are a lot of times not really that effective, or they may not even help for things like this, so you'll have some great benefit for that. But I do want to say, for the lavender, in addition to the anxiety, it's great for sleeping. Again, bottoms of the feet, you can even make a little spray bottle with water and lavender and just spritz your pillow at night before you go to bed. There's a lot of ways you can use the oils. You can put it in a body lotion and put it on a child to help them relax at night, which is nice. And it's also great for things like grinding teeth. That's something I didn't know about, which I've had issues with myself. If you go to sleep and you wake up and you know you've been grinding your teeth, take a little lavender and just apply it before you go to bed around here to the temples, and it really does help. It's like you'll wake up and you'll notice that you weren't grinding your teeth. So if that's something you do, definitely try this remedy with the lavender. Another thing that lavender is great for is migraine and headaches. So if you get stress headaches, put it on the temples of your head or across the forehead. It's another great spot. The wild orange, and I just want to show you some little things you can do with that. Wild orange is really good for panic attacks, fear, and anxiety. So anything that's like, I would say, a little more severe, you'll go with wild orange for that. So usually they actually diffuse this in dentist offices because of this reason. People are really afraid of the dentist, and you can actually help yourself. I mean, most dentists may not use essential oils in their waiting room, but if you know any dentists, tell them. They've done studies on this in dentist offices, and people reported that they were less anxious waiting to be seen by the dentist when they smelled wild orange. So any type of stress, depression, fear, anxiety, irritability, you're going to go with wild orange. Again, you could diffuse it, you put it on your body. It's also wonderful for insomnia and stress in general. Those are the top uses for that. Okay, the next oil I want to mention is, and I'm going to get to, trying to get to the pages for you so I can keep it going and make sure that I show you everything, is an oil that we have called Balance. And let me see if I can find it in my, I brought down a bunch of oils. So this is one of my favorite blends. This is not a straight oil. This is an actual blend. And it's one of my most favorite blends in doTERRA because of the oils that are contained in it. Frankincense is contained in this oil. That's a very strong oil for kind of grounding and balance and calmness and tranquility. So if you do yoga, you might kind of know about this already. But every day, what you should do if you struggle with anxiety or any kind of emotional distress of any sort, if you're going through a difficult time in your life, or now is a difficult time. I mean, I went to the supermarket today and I should have put this on because I couldn't believe what I was seeing in the supermarket. But anyway, you're going to take a drop on your hands. Now this is already diluted with the coconut oil, so you don't have to worry about diluting it, but you just put a drop behind your ears on each side. I'll do 2 or 3 drops, and I'll also put it on the bottoms of my feet and at night or in the morning. So if you know you have something coming up that's making you a little nervous or you're just not feeling yourself, use Balance. But generally, every day I'll use it, kind of sets the mood for the day. But if you know anyone's struggling, this is a great oil to have. It's great for in the diffuser as well. It's one of the oils that pairs really nicely with almost any oil that you can think of. Any citrus oil, just a beautiful oil. It's also wonderful for mood swings. So if you have a teenager that's a little moody, something's flying in front of me, give them some Balance, make them use it. Make a roller bottle of it. Usually the kids or teenagers, they like the roller bottle. So when I say a roller bottle, if you don't know what that is, they look like this. And you can buy them pre-made, but you can also make your own. That'll save you some money. But this is what a roller bottle looks like. And it's almost like a perfume roller, you know, and you could just roll it on. So anytime we feel a little like out of sorts, I'll have Balance out. And that's usually something that is a nice thing to have for anxiety. It's also great for anger and rage. Balance is one of those oils. If you're feeling very angry, upset about something, you need your Balance. Fear, grief, and trauma is listed as well. Anything going on in that end. Just knowing that you have something to pick up when you're feeling that way may be better than picking up, you know, something that's detrimental to your health, like a cigarette or a drink or whatever. So you can pick a green tea and your oils and do some positive things that instead of negative things. Okay, my next oil that I want to mention that I think is really important to have on hand is Spearmint. So I'm going to tell you my favorite oils for diffusing, and this is one of the ones that actually brought me into the oil world. Somebody gave me, a friend of mine actually gave me a combination of lavender and spearmint for the diffuser, and we call it the Be Calm blend. And I can't even tell you, when I smelled that, it was like, all right, let me think of what's the name of that gum? Does anybody know the name of the gum that used to be out there? It was a spearmint gum. It was very popular. Oh my God. Okay, if anyone knows, just put in the comments. It's spearmint, and it was, I want to say something with a J. Anyway, it reminds me of that. And these two together are just so wonderful. Spearmint is great for nervous issues. So if you struggle with nervousness in general, you're not like anxious, you're just nervous, use spearmint and lavender together. Beautiful blend. The teenagers absolutely love it. So my daughter will typically have that diffusing in her room at night. And every time I diffuse it, people are always like, what is that? What is that oil? So you'll want to have spearmint on hand. I'm going to tell you what else spearmint does, because off the top of my head, I can't remember everything. But it's great for, if you have a fever, it's actually great for cooling fevers. So you can apply it to the back of your neck for that. But it's great for depression and fatigue. They're saying to diffuse that as well for that reason. And it's also great for headaches and migraines. So there's a lot going on with spearmint that you could do. The next one I want to bring up is bergamot. If you're not familiar with that, it's actually citrus oil. It's got a beautiful smell. And bergamot is really good for very bad anxiety. So if you know anybody that's dealing with that, what you can actually do if you're not near a diffuser, this is something that really works. You just take a couple of drops in your hands, you rub your hands together, and you do about 3 or 4 deep inhalations of the oil, okay? And let it enter the limbic system of your brain. So I explained that in the beginning. You can go back and listen to it. And just let it take effect. Sometimes I'll do lavender and bergamot. But if you know anyone that has a panic attack, give them something that they can do to help themselves. This is the one you want to have on hand. It's also great for insomnia. So you could diffuse this with lavender. I would do 4 or 5 drops of each in the diffuser. It's a gorgeous blend, beautiful. And it's also great for addiction. So if you're struggling with addictions to anything, whatever it may be, use bergamot regularly. Use it in your diffuser, inhale it in your hands when you're feeling a pull to something that you shouldn't be. Apply it to your body. Now, the one thing about citrus oils you want to know is they are considered photosensitive, which means if you put, let's just say, well, I did this not knowing. I just love the smell of it. So I made a roller bottle and I put it on my neck. I was making like a perfume and I went running in the sun. And so I came home and I had like a redness on my throat. And it's because of that. So you really have to be careful. So basically you can use your oils, citrus oils, in the summer, but diffuse them instead of applying them to your body, or you can apply them 12 hours before. So if you know you're going in the sun the next day to the beach, don't put your oils on at 10 o'clock at night and then go to the beach in the morning, you know. But you can put it on, let's just say, as long as you're giving yourself 12 hours, you're fine. Or just put it in an area that's not very exposed to the sun, you know. So you'll be fine for that reason. But just so you know, that includes wild orange, bergamot, tangerine. They're all beautiful oils, lemon, but you have to be careful about using them in the summertime. So just be careful about that. If you have any questions, just let me know as I'm going through this, but I'm not going to be much longer. Okay, the other oil that I want to bring up that is real important, a lot of people have trouble sleeping, is Serenity. So Serenity is considered a restful blend. It's an amazing blend for insomnia, trouble sleeping. I've had so many people that have, you know, purchased oils from me that wanted to try Serenity because they have sleep issues. And I can't believe the testimonials I get back. Knock on wood, I don't have trouble sleeping, so I don't have a personal testimonial. But they'll come back and tell me that they've been able to sleep, and it hasn't, you know, they weren't able to do that for years before. So you can put in the diffuser, put it on the bottoms of your feet. And we also carry this in a capsule form, so you can actually take it internally. So if you're taking medications for insomnia or melatonin, give this a try if this is not working, if that's not working for you. And it's safe. There's no side effects to these things, which I like. And I'm just going to read off a couple of other things that Serenity does, just in case I missed something. Bear with me one second. Let's see. Oh, if you have a fussy baby or a restless child, they mention that you should put it on the bottoms of the baby's feet. So that's a great place for them. It's also great for calming fears and nervousness. So I just know so many people that are frozen with fear, especially now. And if you're really having trouble with that, you know, this would be a good remedy for you. When you come into your house, it's a safe zone. I was in, like I said, the supermarket today. Everybody's got the masks on. We're waiting outside online at Costco. It's almost like Armageddon. It's very upsetting. And, you know, there's nothing in the stores that I usually buy, so that's irritating. And, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty, so it's understandable. So you come home, to me, that's my safe zone. I make my home a sanctuary. It's clean, it's organized, and I have my oils, and I have the diffuser, and I find it very calming. So all that negativity, it stays out. The news is not on the rest of the day. So I do other things to make sure that I'm not bombarded by a lot of negativity. So I think that's important. So if you're feeling that way, shut off the things that are causing the anxiety for a little while. Not that much is changing in a couple of hours, and do things that'll make you feel better. I made a big pot of green tea. You know, I put my oils in there, and I put my diffuser on, and if you listen, it's just a very calming sound. That actually sounds louder than it actually is, but I think because I'm holding it close to me. But it's a very calming sound, so if you need that white noise, it's nice to have on as well. And I have a couple others that change colors, so if you have, a teenager, that's always something nice to have on it for them in their bedroom. You can also apply Serenity into a bathtub, like if you like to take a nice hot bath. I don't take baths. I really would like to in theory one day, but I just don't do it. But if you do, or you have a child, put a drop or two of Serenity in the bathtub, and that's a very calming thing to do as well if you like to do that kind of thing. Okay, I'm almost done. The next oil I want to show you is pretty much our holy grail of anxiety and stress oil. Is called Adaptive. So this is a new oil that we got this year and we're very excited about it. It's a calming blend. It's specifically, all the oils that are in the blends are for calming. So you have 6 or 7 different oils in here that are just powerful. And this one I love. This one we put in the diffuser, and they also make a roller bottle out of it, but you can make your own roller bottle. So I just buy the bottle and I put about 30 drops into a roller bottle like this, and I fill the rest with carrier oil, coconut oil. And if you don't know how to make a roller bottle, you can type in the search bar on this page in Pure Fit Women and just type in how to make a roller bottle. I have a video on it, okay? You could go to my videos and find it. And then make yourself a roller bottle. I've made so many people this roller bottle, and I tell them, buy the oil, and then you can make 10 or 15 roller bottles of this. So this is something we use. I carry Adaptive around with me because you never know what's gonna come up that, you might need something to calm you down. So this is what the top uses of Adaptive are. For chaotic environments, situations, and lack of tranquility. Do we not need that right now? I should have taken it with me to Costco today and Whole Foods when I was standing online for 20 minutes to buy food. Loss of composure. Again, I needed that today. Poor coping capacity and anxiety. This is something, I might eat this later. It comes in a soft gel form as well, internal. So if you feel like you're really having a hard time and you're on medication or you don't want to be on medication, they have this in a pill form that you could take, okay? It's also great for addictive and compulsive and obsessive behaviors and overthinking. So I think at any point in time, we're probably all guilty of a little bit of that. But if you're feeling that even more so, or you have somebody in your family that's dealing with that, they suggest you diffuse it or apply to the liver and to the bottoms of the feet. So what that means is you apply topically to the liver because the oils can pass through the cell membranes of our bodies. You take a little coconut oil or carrier oil, you put about 3 or 4 drops of Adaptive in your hands and you rub it on your liver, okay? It smells beautiful too, so you're not gonna dislike it. I'll put in my body lotion and just do the whole body. Okay, it's also good for lack of motivation and mental fatigue. So if you're feeling like, I'm getting people messaging me, I know I should be doing things, but I'm just not doing it, that would be a good reason to use Adaptive. If you have an upset baby or a colicky baby, diffuse the Adaptive in the room for the baby. Another thing I wanted to mention, a lot of people mention that they're worried about essential oils around their pets. Do not worry about that. There are very few oils that are dangerous for pets, but if you're concerned, just send me a message. We have information for you on which oils that you shouldn't really put on your animal. But for the most part, the typical oils that most people use are fine. And if they don't like the smell of it, just leave a door open so that the animal could walk out of the room if they don't like it. But I know so many people that tell me the animals love the oils, and we use essential oils on horses and dogs and cats, and they're amazing for them. So you can even put a little lavender on the base of like a dog. If you have a dog that's that gets very anxious when the weather's bad or anything like that, you can put lavender on their, at the top of their back. What does Adaptive smell like? It smells like it's got spearmint in it, so it's got that spearmint smell. Lavender. Let me tell you what else is in here. Magnolia, it's a little floral, so a floral smell. Rosemary. Neroli, which is a woody smell. Obviously, rosemary is herbal. And there's a couple in here I don't recognize, but copaiba and wild orange. So it's a really pretty, soft smell. I would say it's more on the feminine side, if you like that. I think if you like spearmint, you'll like Adaptive. If you don't like spearmint, you won't like it. This is my new favorite. I'm glad. So you're with me with this oil. I think everyone needs this right now. This one's very important for the times that we're in. Okay, and let's see what else. The other one I want to mention, if you have anyone that has trouble focusing in your house, ADD, ADHD, kids that have issues going on, I use this oil I don't have ADD or anything, but it's called In Tune. It's a focus blend. The reason why I use it is when you're working on the computer, I have a tendency to have a lot of things going on, and I'll bounce from one thing to the other all day, and then I realize I didn't finish anything. I just bounced around to 20 different things. So if you need to focus a little bit more like me, then this is a great oil. I don't know why I love the smell of it, but it does have patchouli in it. So if you don't like patchouli, you won't like this. I love this one. Lime, ylang ylang, sandalwood, frankincense. It's great oil. And I will just apply this to the temples of my head before I start working on my computer, and across the temples and behind my ears here and on my wrists. Okay, you can give this to your kids, put it on the back, along their spine, on the bottoms of the feet. If you have a child that has any issues at school, this is something you want to have. And I just leave it out on the counter because I use it a lot. So I think it's great before a test, before a work presentation, anything like that. So if anyone else uses this one, let me know. I use Intune before I do my angel card reading. Oh, that's really nice, Nancy. That's a good idea. You have to do one on me. I need to learn about that. Okay, if you have, now the other thing I want to mention before I close it up, doTERRA has certain blends that they make that are for their aromatherapy blends, and they're specific to certain emotions that you might be needing. So we got another comment. Thank you. Yes, we're going to touch base. You're on my mind today, Jessica. I'm going to text you later, and we'll catch up. I know everything's so crazy right now. So doTERRA makes different blends for different things. So let's just say you're feeling unmotivated. We have a blend called Motivate. Now I love this one. It has an oil in it called Melissa. So if you know anything about Melissa, you'll love this oil. But it's got a almost a little bit of a spicy smell. But I just, for some reason, very drawn to this. So I use this before I teach my fitness classes. So those of you that don't know me, I do personal trainer also. And before I teach, I have to be on. Sometimes you're not feeling so on yourself. So I use Motivate and Peppermint together. That's my go-to. Now you can do this in a diffuser as well. They come in bottles like this, but I like it like that. So I have that. And another blend that you might need right now is another aromatherapy blend called Cheer. And this is my other favorite aromatherapy blend that I use. So again, if you're feeling a little down the dumps, I have the blends for all the different emotions. So today, you watch the news and it's just not good. So you use a little Cheer. You need to work out. You use a little Motivate. And you feel very chaotic. You can use an oil called Peace. So if you're feeling a little anxious, you got some Peace here. And I have them all, obviously. Here's my adaptive. This one comes everywhere with me. If you're angry, so you might need Forgive. So if you're feeling a little angry or having trouble letting go of things, you'll want to go with that. And last but not least, we have a blend that's my favorite, which I want to explain. I'm going to close this up now, how you can get this oil for free. It's called Citrus Bliss. This is my favorite oil that I put in the diffuser with peppermint. That's my go-to blend on pretty much every day. And Citrus Bliss is a mixture of citrus oils with vanilla. If you can picture an orange creamsicle, if you like that smell, you're going to love Citrus Bliss. Now I'm going to tell you now how you can get the oils. I'll tell you how you can get this for free. But that's pretty much how I use my essential oils for mood support. So again, you don't have to have like a particular problem, but we all have emotions, and from time to time, it's nice to support them. And again, naturally, you don't want to use things that are detrimental to your health. I mean, medications, I'm not telling you not to take them, but they are going through your liver, and all medications have side effects. So whether you have them now or down the road, they're there. So I choose to treat my body as naturally as I can. And this is one area that you can really address naturally, and they're very effective, and they're fun. And you can look forward to them. Okay, so there's a couple ways you can get the oils. I'm going to explain how you get this for free. You can buy them at retail price, but it's full price that way, and you're going to pay the most money. So most people don't do that. The second way you can do it is you could purchase a starter kit. So we have a top 10 kit you could purchase, and with that you would get a free wholesale membership with the company. Now the company I work with is called doTERRA. So I'm a distributor for this company. They're the largest essential oil company in the world. We have over 7 million customers. It's an amazing company. And we have what's called certified pure therapeutic grade oils. This is the highest quality that you will get when you're dealing with essential oils. What a lot of people don't know is that 95% of the oils that are sold on the market today are adulterated, which means that they've been contaminated. There are pesticides, there's fillers in them, and as a regular person going to the store, you're not going to know the difference. So you definitely want to purchase your oils directly from doTERRA, which is what I did. So I started with a kit. So we have starter kits that you can purchase that'll give you a free wholesale membership. And then we have another option. If you don't want to purchase a whole kit and you just want to customize your own kit, you could purchase the wholesale membership for $35, and then you can buy whatever you want at 25% off. So it's the same as like a Costco membership. Most people purchase a kit. The most popular kit that we have is called the Top 10 Oil Kit, and that's comes with a diffuser and the top 10 oils, and that's $160. So that's my favorite kit. That will give you your all the oils you need for your general health and wellness in your home. So it's going to satisfy, address, I should say, about 80% of your healthcare needs when you have a kit. So if we have anything that comes up in the house, that's why I use this book. We very rarely need, I haven't used medicine in about 5 years, okay, for me or my kids. That's a really long time. I'm not saying that you'll never need a medication or you might not need an antibiotic at some point in your life, but we address our health issues with the oils. So I feel very comfortable, especially now knowing that what's going on, that if you want to go to a doctor, it's probably going to be very difficult. I'm knocking on wood that we don't need one, but I know my oils are going to take care of a lot of things. So if you have a skin issue, you have pink eye, you have an ear infection, you get a fever, you have a virus, you have a cold, respiratory problem. I mean, all these things can be addressed naturally. So if you decide, if anybody's interested, if someone shared this video with you, reach back to them. But if you are not talking to anybody about doTERRA and you're interested in purchasing it, just reach out to me. I'm going to put some links up after this video is over. But if you purchase a kit this month, you can get this oil for free from my, I have a special promo for you for that. Okay. And if you purchase a bigger kit, and I'm not going to go into too much detail with that because it's too much information right now, but just message me. You could get Adaptive for free and Citrus Bliss. Okay, so we have 2 different kits that you can do. You can do one to get the Citrus Bliss, then we have another one that you could get Citrus Bliss and Adaptive. But if you do the 160 kit with the diffuser and the top 10 oils, you would get Citrus Bliss for free from me. Okay, well, from the company, but it's a special promo for our my team. Okay, and now just so you know, a good diffuser is going to run you about $50. A lot of people you can go to Amazon and get a diffuser. I have some cheaper ones, but they definitely are not the same quality. It's like driving, an old car and driving, a really nice car. It's kind of like that. The noise level is usually a little different. They may not shut off on their own, so the oil can burn out and you'll smell that burning smell. That makes me nervous. But with our diffusers, they shut off by themselves and the quality is there. So that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful. If you're interested in anything, just send me a message or you can comment on here. I can give you some recommendations that might be, for you specifically. So if you're having other health issues besides, not that you have to have an issue, but if you're having anything you want to address with the oils naturally, just let me know what it is. Digestive, immune, sleep, skin, anti-aging skin, it goes on every area of life, toxin-free cleaning. I could keep going. So I just, it's not only something that I do, to help my customers and clients, it's something I do in my own life. I just love it. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And then stay tuned. I believe on Thursday, I'm doing another class on, it's slipping my mind now, but I'm doing a DIY beauty product class with the oils. And then I have one more, and I can't remember the topic actually, but I will let you know. So I'm going to be on two more times this week. All my videos live on Facebook. I'm trying to upload them to YouTube. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I've done some of it, but you can go on my video section on this page and you can see all the videos. I have the oils, obviously. I have fitness and wellness. So if you're interested in home workouts and you want to work out and follow something you could do at home, I have those different programs available. And I have nutrition, plant-based nutrition. So if you're looking to go plant-based and you need some guidance there, check out my website. It's purefitwomen.fit. I have everything on there that I just discussed, and I'm happy to help you with any questions. Oh, and one last thing, on Saturday, I'm going to be on live for our New Jersey plant-based meeting that I do monthly at Beyond Organic Growers. We're not going to be there this week, but if you'd like to join in on the meeting and learn about weight management on a plant-based diet, I'll be discussing some tips for you there to help you. So if you're trying to eat plant-based and you're gaining weight, it's probably because you're not eating properly, and you might not realize some of the pitfalls of eating this way, that you can switch real easily. So I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for watching. And if you know anyone interested, I would love if you could share the video. I really appreciate that. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right, have a good day. Bye. Night. Bye.